Fox Carolina's Carrie Weimer joins us live with more.
That's right, guys. You know, every time there's been a school announcement during this pandemic, of course, there's a lot of reaction from parents all over the upstate, especially concerning Greenville County. And today was no different. After the announcement this morning, I hopped on just to see what kind of feel I'm getting from parents versus whether they think it's a good idea or not. And what I found out so far is while some parents say, put them back in, let's get them back in, they're not doing good in virtual, we're worrying about them academically, other parents are saying, hold on, it's too soon, it's not safe yet. We caught up with two people who have been instrumental in making the call for South Carolina school-age kids. Dr. Burke Royster, the superintendent for Greenville County Schools, and State Superintendent Molly SPEARMAN, both of who are in agreement that sending middle schoolers back to school is the right choice.
I absolutely agree with the return to school plan. We've got to offer options for families.
When we looked at the number of failures that we had, and it was a very large number of students with Fs, and that was based on 1/4 of the school year. If we were to delay this, then those students would have been in the same situation they're in right now for a full 1/2 of the school year.
In a recent survey the school district sent out to middle school teachers asking about the return to face-to-face instruction, 2 in 3 middle school teachers say they are uncomfortable with it.
We hope that that level of comfort will greatly increase as we have the opportunity for students to be back in, and they see the same thing at middle school that we've seen at elementary.
Well, I think there's a great deal of anxiety by all of us. But once we have gotten back into operation, I have to say it's really going better than I thought it would.
I asked both school officials about DHEC reporting a rise in cases in our state.
Our risk ratio has decreased in comparison with the county and the state for each of the last 3 weeks.
We have had some cases, but I think population-wise we're about 20% of the population in South Carolina, but we only hold about 4% of the COVID cases. So I think we're doing really well overall.
SPEARMAN says they are still very cautious and watching data closely.
We'll always keep that virtual option for those who can't return, but there is no doubt that our students perform best when they are face-to-face with a well-qualified teacher.
Dr. Royster also told me today that elementary school students, as of last Friday, if they've wanted to move to virtual, they've been able to do so. He says over the next couple of weeks, they're going to be working with middle schoolers to let them make that switch as well. Cody, Tori?
So, Carrie, are officials worried about the upcoming holiday season? I know there's been a lot of talk about, kiddos going with their families over Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas as well. What are they saying about the possibility of, kids being exposed over Thanksgiving?
Yeah, absolutely. I asked that question to both of them today, and they said that yes, they do have their concerns. That's natural. They're just saying, please, everyone, don't let down your guard. Take those extra precautions, and even though you're with your family, continue to wear that mask.